Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 3224 Southeast Concord Road here in Milwaukee. We're located at the rear of the home. We have a 3-inch clean out, or 3-inch clean out cap. This looks like a 4-inch cast iron line in total, though. We're going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. If you ever lose track of the clean out, it is about 1 inch to the right of that faucet and about a foot out from the house. And we've already scoped about the first 80 feet or so of the line here. So we're going to just jam the camera out to the main as fast as we can here. We'll do pretty much all the inspecting as we come back. Going through some standing water here. The line is clean though. I don't see any buildup in the area. And when it comes to smooth plastic pipe like this, yeah, at minimum, I need at least 1 inch of standing water in my opinion, if not more than that, for at least 5 to 10 feet. But I also have to see buildup associated with it before I even consider recommending repairs on it. The reality with standing water in plastic pipe like this is even significant bellies all still take a very particular storm of events to actually act up on you. And usually it's when the homeowner is either putting lots of balled up toilet paper down their line, huge amounts of stuff down the toilet at once, or putting items in the line that should not be going down the sewer line, like paper towels and tampons and stuff like that. The plastic pipe is so smooth, the pipe walls don't grip the debris terribly well, and so when you start getting water building up behind the blockage, that head pressure often moves things right on through. The other thing you have going here is it's just a very long line in general. It's not that I don't wish the bellies weren't there, but it's an extremely common thing in long sewer lines to have bellies. And we switched over to PVC pipe, it looks like just a moment ago. And I'll find out how many people are living in the house here. It looks like at least 2 adults and 1 child, which puts the line to a pretty good test. If you're not getting significant buildup with a full house here, it's very unlikely you're going to. Just make sure you're not putting grease and paper towels and stuff like that down the line. Alright, we have finally reached the main here at 162 feet. It is a very long sewer line. So we're going to let the whole entire line drain out here for a couple of minutes while we go locate the terminus. We'll see how everything looks on the way back. But overall, the line is very, very clean, which is a good sign. It does not appear to have been drain cleaned. Otherwise, this clean out would have been exposed the other day when I was out here. Alright, located the camera head successfully. The line terminates at the main out on Southeast Concord Road. So the line again exits out the rear, wraps around the right side of the house, and shoots up the driveway all the way to the street. So, and then back to the belly thing. We're still waiting for the line to drain out here, but when you have lines of this length, again, it's much more common for bellies to occur, especially considering we're down here below street level. Whenever you start out below grade like that, it's very likely you're going to end up with bellies in the sewer line. But at this rate, the bellies are pretty much throughout the entire sewer line. In order to correct all of them at this point, you would make no sense to spot repair. You'd have to redo the entire sewer line. Spot repairing would probably end up costing more than just redoing a sewer line. But I say all that to say this: unless I see damaged pipe on the way back or any areas where I can tell the line has truly clogged and backed up, in my opinion, it is simply not worth doing. And based on how clean this line is, I can't make much of a case for why you should redo 160 feet of sewer pipe, which is a very expensive repair. You're talking probably in the $10,000 to $15,000 to $20,000 mark there to redo this. So Anyway, the big things when you have lines that are long and have bellies in them is just don't put things down the line that shouldn't be going down there. You treat them kind of like a septic tank. Ideally, just toilet paper, and even better than that, fold your toilet paper, don't ball it up. But don't put grease and paper towels and tampons and stuff like that down the sewer line. Those are the items that really end up causing problems when you have bellies. And we're still waiting for some of the water to drain out here. We're going to give it just a moment at this point to fully drain. Alrighty, we're going to start rolling back here. The line is almost done draining. We have people inside the home and kids, and I'm concerned that someone may run water. It takes almost 10 minutes for this entire line to drain out after turning the water on. So the water in the line here is minimal enough. It's not going to exaggerate our bellies significantly. And talking to the homeowner, there are 2 adults and 1 kid in the house, so there are 3 people using the sewer line on a regular basis. So, which is putting the line to a pretty darn good test. Obviously, the more volume you have going down the line, the more likely it is an issue could occur. But 3 people in a home is putting the line to a pretty good test. And these bellies are throughout enough of the sewer line. I'm not going to map out each individual section here. We're just going to mention that in the report we have multiple bellies throughout the sewer line. And this line looks like it's been here for a while. They used white PVC pipe, which is a little bit older pipe material. So it's probably been here for at least 10 to 15 years. And at this point, I have not even seen anywhere where you have any buildup at all. And what I recommend with lines like this, if you do happen to have a bigger household or know you've got kids that put kind of wild things down the sewer line, is to periodically do a sewer scope. What I would do is rescope the sewer line at about the 1-year mark. As clean as this line is, at a year out, you're going to get a baseline for how the line is handling your living habits. And then you can go from there to whether or not you need to do a hydrojet on the line every couple, 2-3 years to keep buildup to a minimum. But the only thing I've seen so far was that there's a piece of toilet paper sitting in the water right there. But the important parts are where the bellies begin, like right here. When they're causing significant flow problems, you'll get tons and tons of buildup up the sidewalls of the pipe, which there is absolutely none. And like I said before, this has not been drain cleaned in preparation for the cell. This clean out, it took myself and the homeowners to dig it up to find it, which you'd never be able to drain clean the sewer line properly without a clean out access. So this is how the line looks here. And these people have managed to keep this line very, very clean. The biggest things, or the number one item that causes more buildup than just about anything, is putting bacon grease, cooking oil, junk like that down your sink. It ends up coating the pipe and builds up in areas, and it makes it sticky. And stuff that would otherwise make it through the line gets stuck to the pipe walls because it's just coated in grease. And the nice part here is most of the significant or more significant parts of the standing water are at least 85 feet out from the house. So if you could even develop a blockage at 85 feet, if it's just a toilet paper blockage, by the time you fill up 60, 70, 80 feet of 4-inch pipe with water, the amount of head pressure pushing on that blockage is extreme. And at least at this point in this line's existence, this line has never, I can tell there's no buildup or backup evidence. It does not appear to have ever clogged nor backed up. Otherwise, you'll get lots and lots of junk hanging from the top of the pipe where the line filled up. So an even bigger reason I'm not recommending repair. Now, if you had all those bellies smack dab right up against the foundation wall, I would be more apt to recommend repairs on it. You've got a little item hanging off the pipe joint there. It just appears to be debris. When I follow that back, that item does not come out of the pipe joint. It's stuck to it. And that's where the kitchen sink ties in. So any debris going down the sewer line from the kitchen sink, that's where it runs into. That's not a tree root or anything coming through there. The only standing water that's closer back into the house, there's 2 little stretches of pipe here that have about a 1/16 of an inch of standing water. And when it comes to functionality, that might as well not even be there. It's just too minor of amount of water to affect flow. in a significant manner. And then by the time you get out to the more significant stuff, I think at its worst point, your standing water is somewhere around an inch. You're 85 plus feet out from the house. This is one of the areas I was just referring to. Which this spot right here, you've got less than a quarter inch of standing water there. So again, I wish there weren't bellies in the sewer line, but in my opinion, the line is far too clean and way too long to justify a repair cost like that. I'm not seeing enough here to even recommend a repair like that, in my opinion. That doesn't mean that this won't come up when you go to sell the home. If you get some yahoo sewer scope guy that doesn't know what they're doing, that may be something they call out. It's hard to say, but in my opinion, repairs are not necessary here. I would recommend, though, rescoping the sewer line at the 1 year mark, especially if you have a very large household with a lot of little kids. That's where it's more concerning because it's hard to control what they put down the sewer line. But at this point, we do have adequate flow to the main lateral. The cast iron, ABS, and PVC portions of the sewer line we have scoped today all appear to be in good condition and intact. The sewer line is functioning at this time.